Boom. You're here with Head Movement TV, and we're inviting you to join us for another episode of Watch Your Mouth. Walla yalla mala, yeah. Watch your mouth, mate.
Watch your mouth.
Okay.
Go.
So the topic we're going to be doing today is going to be boxing, and it is going to be the potential of a match between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Oh, shit.
Or the rematch between Tyson Fury and Sefer.
Pianeta, right,
Yeah,
mate. Pianeta, mate.
Pianeta.
And he's 6'5", this one.
Pianeta.
This one might be a bit of a problem.
Was it 50%
He fought
KO
Klitschko. No, but he fought Klitschko.
You know what? Like, is this even about Deontay Wilder and Fury, or is this about Matchroom? Like, are they just trying to do a power move against Matchroom?
Trying to play games.
Trying to play games. We'll play games.
We'll play games.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, obviously, Shelly Finkel knew that there's going to be that offer coming from Matchroom for Dylan White. And Deontay Wilder couldn't turn down Dylan White this time. And it's funny that just before the contract gets sent for Dylan White, that Deontay Wilder couldn't have turned down. If he did, everybody would have been like, we knew it was you. We knew you was the one backing out. That's what would have happened. So
because Dillian deserves that fight now.
Dylan deserves that fight. He can't take on us left.
That's fact. That's across the board, and whoever you support, Dillian deserves.
How is it? One sorry to cut you, but how is I've got a bone to pick with
him. No, let's
Wilder
go.
and Fury. I've got two bones to pick.
There's some bones.
How? Yeah? Can you explain to me? Yeah, right. Is Dillian White a laughable opponent, but Dominic Breazeale isn't?
But it's mandatory, and so he can hide. He can
hide.
Well, he's not the rightful mandatory.
No. But Dillian White, when I last checked, was above him.
And they got it in writing,
and all he's done since is beat Joseph Parker.
Put some respect on that
man.
And this is what the case was. So Frank Warren, you know what? I have to fucking rate him because that was a power move what he's just done. I don't know what side it came from. If Shelly Finkel...
if you're talking playing games.
If it's playing games,
it's a game
listen, but yo, power move and a half, and you know what? He needed it. He needed something like that.
All right then. For 2 months, it's a power move for 2 months, but then what? What about when they don't fight? No, but what about when they don't fight? All right then. I've got to ask you that questions now. Yeah. Do you, from your heart, believe? No, child. I don't have to ask you it.
No.
Is he fighting him this year in November?
No.
Did you see him against Sefer, bro?
Sefer.
No. Let's
for every
point of perspective. Who's Sefer?
We've got to be. We've got to be. I don't want to get misinterpreted and just sound like I'm completely being disrespectful to him, because we do love Tyson Fury here at Headmovement TV. But we saw him fight Sefer. Now that Tyson Fury there couldn't fight
Tony Bellew.
No, but we're saying that like Tony Bellew's no. He couldn't fight.
Tony Bellew's a cruiserweight.
I think any top 15. Joe Joyce. He'd have struggled. He would have struggled,
from
man.
physicality and stamina.
He was bad.
Skimmage.
He was really bad. And now, right, what we've got to see as boxing, because we are fans as well. Like, we are boxing fans, so it's like, what we've got to see is we can't get excited about this fight now. Or we can't act like this is going to happen. I'd be extremely surprised if Fury and Wilder fought this year. I'd be unbelievable.
Bad move for Fury.
Right. I think
unless he's trolling us, and it's not.
Yeah,
it can happen, and I would rate him so much if he comes out and just like
If it was just him that was trolling us, I wouldn't have taken it serious. Frank Warren broke that news on TalkSport Radio.
But we haven't heard anything from Wilder.
Now Wilder said it. Wilder said it. Yeah, Wilder said it last night. He said it.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what it is to me? Yeah, right. He's talking about this. The way it is, you know how it is. Across the pond, an American fighter comes over. You start asking American fighters about these fighters. They're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go with my. They go with the American.
Patriotic.
It's kind of the unwritten rule. Yeah, that's what you do, ain't it? Yeah, same. We do it over here. Yeah, we do it over here. Joe Parker, Dylan White. It wasn't. Obviously.
Two that you don't even know. Two that you don't know.
Give me two that we don't know. Yeah, we're definitely going with our side, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like, what are you doing, Tyson? Because it's. I'm not saying. Yeah, right. I'm not saying you have to be somebody's mate, but you don't have to join the lie and try to make him look even more stupid.
You have to make it fact.
You have to now, and that's it. What you're saying, it has to come to fruition.
That's why I can't say that, because I feel like they bloody have to do it.
They have to. They have to fight. They have to.
But how long are they going to drag this out?
You know why they have to fight? Because they've both made a big big point on how easy negotiations were.
Yes.
So that can't ever be a problem.
And
injuries.
a big point of that AJ's ducking on. AJ's ducking them both. That's what they're making. But with that, I'm not disappointed in Deontay because obviously he's across the pond. That's like he's gonna do that. He wants to fight. Whereas Tyson Fury, it's like, why are you jumping on his side? Like, what are you doing? What are you teaming up with him?
This is why there's a saying.
You could fight him too. Like, you're talking about fighting him, but you're making it look. Sorry to cut you out, right? But it's like you're making it look like AJ's like scared, right, to be more on his side. Yet you're gonna fight him. So it's like,
you're gonna
which
have
one
to follow
is
through
it?
the
But
whole
like I
race.
said, this is what I was gonna say. My enemy's enemy is my friend, and I think this is exactly what is going on. Yeah, that's an up team, but we're gonna play games. We're playing games.
Everyone's doing it for themselves and their own money and their own this.
Frank Warren needs to do something because it just showed that Matchroom can have a huge night without even putting Anthony Joshua on the bill right now.
Yeah,
and it was the best.
All right. Give me a Frank Warren night recently, and I'm not trying to be like. I'm just asking the truth. Give me a Frank Warren night without Yard, even with Yard and Dubois. That's even close.
They just announced O'Hara Davis and Jack Catchwell today.
That's a decent fight.
It's decent, fam, but Josh Taylor's beat him, so it's like I'm not. I'm being honest.
Billy Joel is one of his fights.
Fighting in America.
It's televised, televised on the Zone.
Even that,
which is another Mark IV for Eddie Hearn
but the money that the Zone's going to have at the moment, they're going to struggle. A lot of places are going to struggle.
Because
you know what it is.
He's telling Warren, mate.
Like at the moment,
and that's even worse for Warren right now.
White and Wilder will go on the Zone.
It'll
go on the Zone, and it'll get big money for it.
He's trying to make that deal happen.
What is that? Sorry.
Billy knows Matchroom's got the dough, and he knows that's where he's going to make the most money. He's telling Warren, if anything, like, yo.
Yeah, he's flirting on it.
And what's that for Warren? That's even worse. That's even worse because how's that going to look in the States? But the biggest fight that's going on the Zone so far is going to be one of Frank Warren's fighters. And that's what it's going to look like. To us, we don't see it because we don't subscribe to the Zone because we don't need to. But in the States, that's what it's going to be to them.
Depends on what the deal is, but yeah, man, it's
generally
and Billy Joel's last big fight against Lemieux was in Canada.
All right then. What did you use
to local card?
Yeah.
What did you used to love Tyson Fury for? Because I know my thing. What I love him
for being real.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
For not talking this rubbish. No games.
Yeah.
Telling the truth.
He had a bit of games.
But not like
in the press conference.
Nothing
press conference.
Now we're getting interviews like Sefer is dangerous for any man on the planet.
And come on, and then you know what? I don't want to.
Do you think it's dangerous for any man on the planet?
Listen.
I
think you're dangerous for Sefer right now.
Yo,
I just think
Sefer.
Listen. What would actually happen if these two meet in the ring right now? Like let's just break that down. Why we're making this point? Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Like,
I don't. As a Fury fan, I don't want that fight this year.
There's nothing big about Wilder getting in the ring with a Tyson Fury coated and marinated in ring rust. Like and if he wins,
for Wilder, there's everything to gain. You beat the man that no one beat.
His fans,
you know what? He'll be asking for 60% against Joshua. If he can get, he would take that fight. That's what I fully believe.
He's already
I don't want Fury to fight him this year.
We're gonna see against Pianeta, and I don't think.
Do you want Fury to fight him this year?
No.
As it stands
right now, what I'm seeing right now, as a Fury fan, no chance.
Because you know why I'm so disappointed with the Sefer fight. Even if it's not like Pianeta's not the greatest of opponents, but Sefer was never in there to win.
Yeah.
You know, like that weren't a fight. That was literally a spar. You know what I'm saying? And when he took one shot that he didn't like, he didn't want to fight.
He knew what he was there for. Like
Sefery could have won if he Judas Fury's head off.
When he was looking at
but
the
he
fight.
wasn't. That's even more my point.
If I was Sefery, I would have Judas.
He wasn't there to win the fight though.
Multi-billion, millionaire. And I would stretch that rematch for as long as I can.
He wasn't there to win.
Interviews.
And that's even more disappointing. Like, I know you're coming back, but you're coming back to a boxing fight, so we want to see a fight.
Serious.
Like, we want to see a fight's a fight. Like,
let's just say Tyson Fury got dropped and hurt by Steve Cunningham, yeah? What would happen if Deontay Wilder.
Oh no, we know that anyway.
Well, this is what I'm saying,
I
and I think that's
Wilder
dangerous to in prime Fury.
That's dangerous to any man on the planet. You know that right hand there? Not Seferi, bro.
Watch your mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
So this is what I mean. Like, obviously now, Dillian Whyte's not getting that fight.
Nah.
And I think that's what this is all about. They can play the games with Anthony Joshua,
but they're gonna have to follow through.
All right then. So how Fury and
Dana White
how Fury and Wilder
Fury has never. He's spoken shit and done all of these mad ones, but he's never made a promise as big as this and not followed through. So by Christmas time now,
not only that, he's also ripped people that haven't.
Of
David
course,
Haye.
massively,
David Haye killed David Haye twice for not making the fight.
Everyone, he's got.
This is why they have to fight. Even though what you're saying, it's a bit of a master plan. It's a master plan at the moment. It's a short-term master plan. It's one of them.
It's gonna have to work then.
I'm going on Love Island in 4 days.
Yo,
you're gonna get out. We're gonna watch it.
Yo, man, like JK fell for that one, yeah?
Oh, no, I fell for that as well. Love Island.
When Brothers was going on Love Island.
When certain man, watch your mouth.
You get it?
Certain man was going on Love Island and didn't go.
But this is what I'm saying. What you reckon we should wrap it up there, yeah?
Well, predictions. Quick predictions on Fury and Wilder. If it happens, I think we can make that based on what we see when he fights Pianeta. 3 weeks now. 3 weeks now.
Let's see.
Sorry. Before we get to predictions, this is what I wanted to say to you. The same way Fury and Wilder are teamed up. That's what we think have happened. Yeah, quotation marks. White and AJ could do the same thing because they're both under Eddie. White doesn't need to rush into another fight. At the moment, like I said last time, he's forcing Deontay Wilder into a position where in 12 months, he has to have had a mandatory from the WBC. Realistically.
So what's happened to the Brazil fight?
But why isn't it signed? Like, what is going on?
Why is there a Brazil fight, fam?
That's the question. That is the question.
What's your
Who has Brazil fought since Joshua?
I think he's got a run together.
Who cares? 2 or 3. Exactly. Who cares?
It's no one.
It's no one.
He fought Molina.
Eric Molina. Come on, man.
Looking that way,
you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't want to be no more after he took us with his mad guard.
Now he come with the old school
mad guard. You know, fam. Could you see that? Yo, that right was coming from trust.
He was ready to fall, fam.
Yeah, like trust me, fam. Nah, serious. It's like to me, I think you should just wait and force him into the position. But again, here we go. Let's go into the predictions.
Quick one.
Quala.
Did you hear about Dave Allen and Price might be fighting? Like, whoa!
Who fight? Dave Allen and Price.
Oh,
dangerous fight. I like.
Do you know why it's dangerous for Price? Because Allen's got that head that can take shots, bruv, man.
I don't know about the Price shots.
Nah, because he just take yoga shots.
I reckon it's done something to Price.
Nah, that's normal for Price.
That's normal.
Go back and watch Arkin Tepper, fam.
Horrible. And he stood and took
horrible, and he's under the ropes. He's all like.
Fam, I think the only person from that era that's still alive and kicking is Chisora, fam.
Yeah, not alive and kicking.
He's not alive and kicking. With that win, fam, he's
nah, fam. Let's not get carried away, lads, man.
That night, fam.
He should have. No, he should have. Not could have. No, he should have. No, he should. Chisora should have.
Nah, my God.
All right. Nah, that's a bit harsh. But he's not gonna make a run for a title.
And what I will say,
he's only made himself semi-relevant.
His fighting style. It's not good for his health, bro.
Not only not good for his health, it's never going to win you a world title. I don't think it is. Nah, but Dave Allen's not of the level of Chisora, though.
Yeah,
Chisora's levels above Dave Allen.
He got to Vitaly Klitschko at
levels. When I say that, I'm not being disrespectful of. Well, I maybe I am a bit because he's got high level boxing skills, but. He's never gonna beat the. I can't see him beat the elite fighters.
Chisora. Yeah, okay.
Because like look at this. The last Fury Chisora fight, I called it exactly as it was. Me and him were speaking, and I told him he wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, I'd rather that than Dave Allen, and you know what I mean, because Dave Allen literally is a guy we want.
I think Chisora wins that.
Allen's back in.
He could fight Joe Joyce.
Fam, he threw one punch.
He don't want to fight Joe Joyce.
He threw one punch, fam.
No, I mean back in, like, he's going to have another money fight.
I haven't watched much of Joe Joyce, but he looks big and awkward, fam, and I don't think
and people are getting hurt. People are getting hurt by
shot by skins, by way of skin. We haven't seen him fully.
And it looks like, even the punches, they look like they don't hurt, but people are feeling them and going down, and obviously he's won a gold medal, so... I need to see him.
That's what scares me about Vetkin, you know, lads.
Yeah. Super heavyweight.
He's won the gold. Like, he's not the biggest, so to win the gold and you're not the biggest with that style that you've got, that style's effective. Then you know what you're doing with that style. You know what you're doing, man. And I was watching AJ in training the other day, and I know it's only training, but there was some geezer and he was getting his head movement and doing the BOUT, and I was just thinking, with Povetkin's movement, he's not your average, just come at you like plod forward. He comes from angles as well, like you know, with that head movement, so his head will be over here and he'll be throwing it, and it was like,
we're seeing a different AJ. We're seeing a totally different AJ. We don't even know what AJ is going to come out because we're seeing that he can adjust now. He's not doing like.
I think he could do with having a bit bigger.
You want to see the old AJ?
Not the too big like Klitschko, maybe, but in between the Klitschko and say the Parker one, not too slim.
The thing is, when you've got pure muscle and you're not just a big guy, it's hard to lose weight, like hard to lose just a little bit of weight and still keep your size, because once your muscle shrinks, you just shrink altogether.
You
know, if he was just like
Fury
can keep a big size whether he has muscle or fat or whatever. AJ's not gonna have any fat, so if he loses muscle, he'll just be smaller.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the tough one.
But this is why I don't want him to get smaller. I want him to get a bit bigger from the.
He could do with having a bit of fat.
Maybe.
It's too late to change his body up now at this stage. But
who punches harder, Price or AJ?
At one punch, maybe Price.
I think one punch. AJ would say it though. He's said it before. They all say one punch knockout power. Price has got
Price and Wilder.
Had the hardest hit.
Price and Wilder.
Eating the world.
Yeah, pretty much so.
But there you go, people. I think we can call it quits there,
Till next time.
Till next time, quick
Watch
your dirty mouth.
Watch your dirty mouth. Yeah.